Today, we're jumping into a classic, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
A really foundational piece of work.
Absolutely. Our goal isn't just to list the habits, but to really unpack them, find those surprising bits, and see how they offer, a shortcut to being more effective.
And more impactful in your life, definitely.
Okay, let's get into it. We start with the private victory. These are the habits focused inward on self-mastery.
Yeah, building that personal foundation first.
First up, be proactive. And this is more than just like taking initiative, isn't it?
Oh, much more. It's fundamentally about responsibility. Recognizing that between what happens to you and how you respond, there's a choice. You choose your response.
So it's about owning your actions and attitudes, not blaming circumstances.
Exactly. You're the driver, not the passenger. What's fascinating is realizing that power lies in that pause, that moment of choice. It's internal control first.
Makes sense.
Right.
And from that internal control, we get habit 2, begin with the end in mind.
Which sounds like goal setting, but it's deeper.
Right. It's about defining your core values, your ultimate destination, like what really matters to you, creating that personal mission statement.
It's like designing the blueprint for your life before you start building. Many people chase success, but if it's not aligned with their deep values, it feels, well, empty.
So know your why. And once you have that, habit 3, put first things first.
Ah, the discipline habit.
This is where it gets really practical, I think. Prioritizing the important stuff over just the urgent stuff. Learning to say no.
Yeah, the urgent things scream for attention, don't they? Emails, notifications, small crises.
Totally.
But this habit is about carving out time for the truly important but often not urgent things: planning, relationship building, learning.
Things that move you towards that end in mind we just talked about.
Precisely. Resisting the pull of the urgent is key to long-term effectiveness. That's the private victory, mastering yourself.
Okay, so you've got that internal foundation. Now, how does this play out with others? The public victory.
Right, moving from independence to interdependence.
Starting with habit 4. Think win-win. Finding solutions where everyone feels good about the outcome.
Not just compromise, where everyone loses a bit. It's seeking genuinely mutual benefit. Requires a different mindset, though.
How so?
Well, you have to move beyond scarcity, thinking the idea that for me to win, you have to lose. Win-win requires an abundance mentality. And trust.
Trust is huge.
Yeah.
And it probably built more effective relationships long term, right?
Absolutely. Short-term wins at someone else's expense erode trust. Win-win builds relational capital.
Which leads nicely into habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. This one feels really crucial today.
It is. It's about deep, empathetic listening. Not just waiting for your turn to talk, but truly trying to see the world through the other person's eyes.
Understanding their perspective, their feelings, before you try to get your point across.
Exactly. It's stepping into their frame of reference. Even and especially when you disagree, that's how you build bridges, not walls.
Okay, so win-win mindset, deep understanding.
Yeah.
What happens when you combine those?
You get habit 6, synergize.
The idea that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
Precisely. It's creative cooperation, valuing differences in perspective, experience, style, not just tolerating them.
So different viewpoints aren't problems, they're potential assets.
Yes. When people genuinely respect each other and apply habit 5 listening, those differences can spark completely new, better solutions that no one person would have thought of alone. That's synergy.
All right, 6 habits down. What holds it all together?
Habit 7, sharpen the saw. Continuous renewal.
This is about self-care, but across different dimensions, right?
Correct. Physical exercise, nutrition, mental reading, learning, emotional, social building relationships, and spiritual connecting with values, meditation, nature, whatever works for you.
It's like maintenance for your most important tool, yourself.
Exactly. You can't keep sawing effectively if the blade is dull. Renewal isn't selfish. It's what makes all the other habits sustainable. It prevents burnout and keeps you growing.
Makes total sense. You need a recharge to stay effective.
So, looking at the whole picture, the core idea is pretty clear, isn't it? Real effectiveness, real impact starts inside.
Improving yourself first, then building strong cooperative relationships, always guided by your core purpose.
That's the essence of it. Inner change leads to outer results.
So, for everyone listening, here's something to think about. Looking at those 4 areas of renewal, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual ratehood, what one saw could you commit to sharpening, starting today, that you feel would make the biggest difference in your overall effectiveness? Just one thing.
A powerful question to consider.
Indeed. Thanks for